Aries is a force of nature, bold, fearless, and fiercely competitive. They don't just participate, they dominate. Ruled by Mars, the planet of war and aggression, Aries embodies the spirit of a warrior, always ready for the next challenge. But make no mistake, challenging in Aries is not for the faint of heart. Some might see their confidence as an invitation to compete, thinking they can outsmart or outmatch them. But Aries isn't just strong-willed, they are relentless. They don't just want to win, they need to win. The moment you step into the ring with an Aries, you've already signed up for a battle you may not be prepared for. So why should you never challenge an Aries? It's not just about their strength, it's about their mindset. They don't back down, they don't forget, and they certainly don't accept defeat easily. If you think you're ready to go up against an Aries, you might want to think again. Here are 5 reasons why challenging them is always a mistake. 1. They play to win, not just compete. Most people enter a challenge with the mindset of testing their skills, seeing how far they can push themselves. Aries doesn't see it that way. For them, a challenge isn't about fun or self-improvement. It's about winning. If they accept a challenge, they are already envisioning their victory. This is why Aries excels in competitive environments like sports, business, and even social dynamics. They don't enter a situation expecting a fair fight. They enter to dominate. While others are playing by the rules, Aries is strategizing, adapting, and outmaneuvering their opponent before the game has even begun. Take an Aries athlete, for example. They don't just train, they obsess. They'll wake up at 5 a.m., push through exhaustion, and sacrifice comfort just to ensure they have the edge. If you try to challenge them in a physical competition, be prepared for them to take it to an intensity you never expected. But this isn't limited to sports. Even in a friendly debate, Aries treats words like weapons. They don't just argue their point, they go for the knockout punch, dismantling your logic piece by piece until there's nothing left standing. What might have started as a light-hearted discussion can quickly turn into a verbal battleground where Aries refuses to let up. 2. Their temper is a loaded gun. Aries has a fiery personality that burns bright and hot, and once provoked, their temper is nearly impossible to contain. They don't just get angry, they explode. Challenging them means playing with fire, and if you push them too far, you might get burned. This intensity isn't just about losing their cool. It's about their reaction speed. Aries doesn't simmer in silence or hold grudges for months. The moment they feel disrespected, they react immediately, with no filter and no hesitation. If you call them out in public, be prepared for an instant clapback that you won't be able to recover from. This impulsiveness is what makes Aries one of the most dangerous signs to challenge. While others might take time to process and strategize their response, Aries acts on instinct. In a heated moment, they will say the thing you don't want to hear, hit you where it hurts, and move on like nothing happened. But here's the real danger. Aries forgets their anger just as quickly as it appears, but you won't. Their words, their intensity, their sheer energy in an argument, those things linger long after Aries has moved on. What was a passing storm for them might leave lasting damage for you. 3. They have endless stamina and willpower. You might think you have the patience or strength to outlast an Aries, but that's where most people go wrong. Aries doesn't just fight hard, they fight long. Their energy reserves are nearly limitless, and when they're in battle mode, they don't stop until they've won. This applies to everything they do. Aries doesn't get tired of proving a point. They don't get exhausted from chasing success. And they never run out of energy when pursuing something they're passionate about. Imagine an Aries entrepreneur. While their competitors take breaks, get discouraged, or rethink their strategies, Aries pushes forward with relentless force. They work longer hours, take bigger risks, and refuse to let obstacles slow them down. That's why many Aries individuals are self-made success stories. They will outwork anyone who stands in their way. And this endurance extends to personal battles as well. If you challenge an Aries, thinking they'll eventually tire out, you're in for a rude awakening. Whether it's a competition, an argument, or a long-term rivalry, Aries will keep coming back stronger every time. They don't just want to win, they want to make sure you know they won. 4. They take challenges personally. For most people, a challenge is just that, a challenge. something to test their skills, maybe even have a little fun with. But for Aries, it's personal. Even the smallest challenge can feel like an attack on their pride, and once that happens, they are locked in. This is because Aries rules the self. Their identity is deeply tied to their abilities. If you challenge them, you're not just testing their skill set, you're questioning who they are. And Aries does not take that lightly. This is why Aries can take even casual competition to extreme levels. A friendly game of basketball? Suddenly, it feels like the championship finals. A disagreement at work? Aries isn't just debating a point, they are defending their very reputation. If you challenge their intelligence, their strength, or their abilities, they won't rest until they've proven you wrong. And the worst part? Aries won't just beat you, they'll make sure you never forget it. They'll bring up their victory casually in conversation, reminding you every chance they get. Not out of arrogance, but because, in their mind, proving themselves is just as important as breathing. Before we explore the last and final reason, visit our website, zodiac.co, for in-depth blog content, free daily horoscopes, and personalized zodiac readings tailored just for you. Use the code YouTube25 at checkout to enjoy 25% off your first personalized reading. Now back to the video. 5. They are masters of the comeback. Even if you somehow manage to gain the upper hand against an Aries, don't celebrate too soon. Aries is the comeback king of the zodiac. They thrive on adversity, and the moment you think they're down, they're already planning their next move. This is why Aries is so dangerous in competition. A loss isn't a failure to them, it's fuel. Every setback only makes them hungrier to prove themselves. They don't dwell on defeat, they study it, learn from it, and come back twice as strong. Take an Aries who's fired from a job. While others might take time to recover, Aries will immediately start working on their next move, networking, building new skills, and hunting for a better opportunity. In a matter of months, they'll be thriving while their former employer realizes they lost one of their hardest working employees. And this resilience isn't just professional, it applies to their personal lives too. You might think you've won an argument, but Aries will return with new facts, a stronger case, and the relentless energy to make sure you feel their presence. The worst thing you can do is underestimate their ability to come back stronger every single time. Challenging an Aries is a battle you don't want to start. They don't just fight, they conquer. With their unmatched willpower, sharp temper, endless stamina, and ability to turn losses into victories, Aries is a competitor unlike any other. They don't see challenges as games, they see them as defining moments. The second you question their abilities, you ignite a fire that won't burn out until they've made their point, loud and clear, and even then, they'll never truly forget. So before you challenge an Aries, ask yourself, are you really ready for what comes next? Because once you step into the ring with them, there's no turning back.